Fellow Biafrans, I want you to keep this date sacrosanct. Please, if possible, put it like the way you used to put alarm in your phone. Alleged terrorism charges. New trial judge fixes March 21 for Nnamdi Kanu's trial. I'm hearing kepu that the Yoruba man that have been assigned the case of Nnamdi Kanu to handle is a very special and good ally to Nyesom Wike, whom I am hearing that he have vowed that Nnamdi Kanu must go to prison or he must be sentenced to death for terrorism charges. Hey, somebody who the court have already been discharged and acquitted, but I don't want to believe all those propagandas. The reason why it seems like the propaganda, we need to worry about it a little bit, is because if you look at what is happening in Rivers State now, you find out that the Supreme Court ruling over the case of Amewula and Fubara. Amewula is pro-Wike's supporters with the Fubara supporters and the rest of them. You find out that the case is the kind of what will I call it? The kind of miscarriage of justice that I found in that case, it is overwhelming. People who even the whole world can testify to that. They tendered and said they have decamped from PDP to APC. At the end of the day, they still won the case in court that they didn't decamp. When Wike was busy building houses for judges and even buying them cars in FCT, that was when we know that everything has spoiled. With that, his wife still get what they call a call to become a SAN. I'll be chief judge. But let's not worry about that. But what I want you to do as a Biafran, as a real Biafran, because this message is not for every Biafran, because not everybody is for Nnamdi Kanu. Some people are for Nnamdi Kanu, while a lot of people are against Nnamdi Kanu. The Igbos, I don't mean Yorubas. So when all this is happening, the so-called Zojirian, instead of them to revoke and fight against that, because what Wike and Tinubu is literally doing is to buy the judiciary. In fact, they have already bought the judiciary and all the judiciary is in their pocket. But rather, they are very busy chasing a very dark man and D1. Chasing Simon Ekpa, who is very, very far away from them. Chasing Ngozi Orabeze and every other one who are clamoring for their own personal well-being. Who are clamoring for their own, for their own region's personal well-being. Because what all the people are fighting, the ones I mentioned their name, the likes of Nnamdi Kanu, Ngozi Orabeze, Simon Ekpa, all are fighting for the personal well-being of the old eastern region. But the Zojurians are even busy saying Nnamdi Kanu is rot in jail. She's a criminal. And the same people are busy when the so-called their government are busy doing what they call the radicalization and reintegration of repentant terrorists, not repentant armed robbers, repentant terrorists. But in fact, let us go to the next, the next headline. Senate President, a disgrace, no shame. Charlie Boy backs Natasha Akpoki, report to United Nations. This one is our area father who is always vocal in all his standings. Anyway, my people, please don't forget what I said. Make this date sacrosanct. It is very, very dear to the heart of every Biafran. It's either that day they free Nnamdi Kanu or they made us to wait. But one thing is for sure, Nnamdi Kanu have become Odudu Berenutu. If you leave the Odudu Nutu or Mekpo Utu, Ibukona Yebu Utu Nansobu, that is why you see the Nigerian government cannot move forward. Nnamdi Kanu have become an international case. Even when before they would have been just do it backyard and they free the young man, let him go. But now they are making Nnamdi Kanu to become a very big superstar that even the world are always, the ear is always on the social media to hear about the case of Nnamdi Kanu, to know what Nigeria is going to judge. And Nigeria is confused because they don't have good advisors. Even the UK itself, don't abandon them at this point. Just like what World Bank did to Tinubu, after telling him about all the whole policies you have to do. When they do it, finish at the thing backfire. The World Bank and the IMF, they come out and deny Tinubu, say they never tell him to do that. But we are busy seeing them. Every blessed day we read it in news that the World Bank, they tell you must remove first subsidy for you to borrow your money. IMF for hammering on the same thing. You must float your naira because it is to their own advantage. When Tinubu did all these things and the thing backfire, Nigerians are suffering and calling them every day. They come out openly at the bank and say they never tell Tinubu to do that. Then why Tinubu and all his henchmen, the likes of Bayo Ononuga, who is busy looking for Igbos to castigate, all of them go hiding. Nobody talk again. Nobody even challenge IMF and the World Bank. Nonsense country. He said that one a country. I beg in a state and capital. I beg you, let us go straight to the reason why we are here. Like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos coming your way. I, Okulora, is here to serve you. Don't forget, today happens to be 13th day in the month of March and in the year of 2025. Now here we go carry this our message. They waka they go. So make on a carry on a nti to onana. Justice James Omoto Show of the Federal High Court FHC, Federal High Court in Abuja, has fixed Friday 13th March 21 for the trial of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, to begin. Okay, do you know, it didn't no shock you? Nnamdi Kanu has never gone to court on Friday. Nnamdi Kanu will always appear in court on Monday. That is why they put that seat at home. So now they have seen that if they put it at home on Mondays, that the whole Southeast will be under lock and key, whether you like it or not, because Nnamdi Kanu is going to court. Now they have shifted to Friday. And they said sit at home is not affecting them. They will learn, and they will learn the hard way. No, they do with the Biafrans. Biafra of 2025 is not a Biafra of 1967. Those days are analogs. Now we are in digital era. Everything has been digitalized. So there's no cause of... Okay, let's continue. The news agency of Nigeria NAN reliably gathered on Wednesday that Justice Omotosho fixed the date after the case file was transferred to him. Kanu, who was a ordinary rendition to Nigeria in June of 2021 from Kenya, was expected to take his plea as the case begins afresh de novo. Now report that the Chief Judge, CJ of the Federal High Court, Justice John Siho, had in a letter dated March 4 and addressed to Kanu's lead counsel, Mr. Aloye Jimako, communicated the reassignment of the case from Justice Binta Iyako to Justice Omotosho. All these ones are not supposed to answer justice because all of them are injustices. The reassignment will follow the demand by Kanu and his team of lawyers for the transfer of the 7-count terrorism charge to another judge after alleging bias. Injustice Iyako on September 24 of 2024 recused, which is a withdrawal, herself from the case and sent the case file back to the CJ of the Federal High Court for reassignment to another judge. The judge said she could not proceed with a trial where a defendant lacked confidence in the court. However, the CJ sent Kanu's case file back to Injustice Iyako for adjudication, insisting that a formal application must be made by the defense before the recusal could be accepted. But Kanu and the Jimako on February 10 insisted that Injustice Iyako no longer had jurisdictions to preside over the case after her recusal, which is withdrawal from the matter, prompting the judge to adjourn the case indefinitely, sine qua non. News agency of Nigeria reports that Injustice Ahmed Mohammed, who had been elevated to appeal court, and Justice Sehu, before becoming the CJ, had presided over Kanu's trial before it was assigned to Injustice Binta Iyako, following the defendant's rejection of the two judges. News agency of Nigeria reported. Senate president is a very big disgrace to the entire old Eastern region. No shame. Charlie Boy backs Natasha Akpoti's report to United Nations. Maverick singer Charles Oputa, popularly known as Charlie Boy, has slammed the Senate President Devil's Will Akpabio over the ongoing face-off with the Senator Natasha Akpoti Oduahan. Daily Post records that Senator Natasha, who recently clashed with Akpabio over seat arrangements, had alleged sexual harassment against the Senate President. The female lawmaker submitted a petition containing the allegations to the Red Chamber, but the Ethics Committee of the House rejected it. Instead, they sent her on indefinite leave. But she was consequently slammed with a 6-month suspension without pay for allegedly violating Senate rules. Senator Natasha reported her ordeal to the United Nations Inter-Parliamentary Union on Tuesday during the Women in Parliament season held in New York. Speaking on the matter, Charlie Boy, in a post on his official Facebook page, said the Senate president is a disgrace, accusing him of abusing his office. Charlie Boy, who wrote in Pidgin English, supported Natasha's decision to report the alleged illegal suspension to the United Nations. He wrote, "This Senate president, he is a disgrace. No integrity, no shame, and no leadership. Now men like that, they make this country useless. Instead, make them use their position to better people's life. Then they use them, they cover anyhow behaviors." Natasha don't carry this matter go UN, and I support her fully, 100%. If them no agree, hear truth for here. Make them hear I'm there. I pray, make justice prevail, because if we no fight now, then we dey tell the next generation say silence na the answer. But we no go silent, you, not me, not now, and not ever. I stand with Natasha. The question is, do you? Their father is. Charlie Boy, you are too funny. Anyway, my people are begging at this one. Just a very short message. I don't want to make it longer. Just make sure that this message go viral. Like, share, comment, and keep subscribing for more interesting videos coming your way. My name still remains Nnamdi Kanu, or you call me Okulora One Nation. I'll be right back. Give me